Michael, congratulations. It wasn't vintage, but is the important thing 2 points for the evening?
Yeah, I always say that's probably the best medicine for when you're not playing too well to have the 2 points in the pocket. But overall, it was a poor performance from both of us. But yeah, only can be one winner.
Did we see you switch darts towards the end of the game? Because it looked as if you did, and then your standard went up once you switched.
I switched 3 times, but it's exactly the same dart, the only darts. The other ones I picked up just before the UK Open, and this one I picked up 2 days ago. It's exactly the same dart, but I just wanted to get my head out of the bad zone, and I want to focus on something else, but I wasn't really capable of it. It was a poor performance. I was maybe trying too hard. I also know in what situation Glen Durrant is in, and that's not the best, but I got experience enough to don't let it happen to me. But unfortunately, it happened, and I should make sure it doesn't happen again.
Speaking of Glen being in a bad situation, we saw you give him some words at the end. What did you say to him?
My first few words were, don't worry, it will come back. Because I think if I was him, I wouldn't really feel well at the moment. And I know everyone knows I come from far. Of course, I've not been through my best patch of my life, but Glen also, he's not the most natural talent, and he has to work hard to make sure it goes in. And for him at the moment, I feel sorry for the guy, because he's a nice guy, and to be then in this situation, it's tough.
But for yourself, you're joint top of the table, and we haven't seen you play anywhere near your best. That must give you encouragement and fear for the rest.
Exactly. I probably played 2 good games, and I played 2 poor, and 1 I lost and 1 I won. So it's not the worst thing, but there's more in the tank, and we all know that. But it has to come out, and I can keep saying it. I have to show that on the big stage. Simple as that.
Michael, congratulations on the points tonight.
Cheers, mate.
Hi, Michael. Congratulations on the result tonight. How would you rate your Premier League so far? If this was a school report, what would you give yourself?
A 6.5
out of 10.
Yeah.
And so you've got 3.5 points to go then, and you've got that.
Exactly. 10 is unreachable because there's 9 darts every leg, but I should have an 8.
Okay, and
you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And without Gerwen Price, and no one else is really showing, it's the debutants who've showed up so far. Do you feel it's there for the taking if you find that extra level?
Of course, that's for the take, especially with my experience and what I'm capable of. People know what I can do, and I can do a lot of damage here in this tournament. But I need to make sure I put on the right MVG and don't make mistakes. Don't play as silly what I did tonight or against James Wade. But the games like Nathan, the fighting spirit and everything, that has to come, and then I'm there. Don't worry.
Is it frustrating for you because you've been so dominant for so long, not to just slip into this dominant Michael mode all the time, that you have to fight for it more now?
It's not a battery where you just click on and off, and yeah, I have to fight for it, and that's not a problem. Makes you a stronger person as well, but it takes time, and it takes a little bit more time than I want. But unfortunately, that's fact, and I need to make sure I keep working hard.
Good stuff. Listen, thanks for your time, Michael. Well done tonight.
Cheers.
Michael, well done on the win tonight. Did you find it difficult to get yourself going from the very start, knowing the situation Glen was in and there wasn't much coming back at you?
Yeah, of course. That's probably the biggest biggest thing why I was fighting against, because I know he lost all his games, and I thought I don't want to be the one who's going to lose against him, because that's how everyone thinks now at the moment, because he's in a really bad spot at this stage. But that affects your own game, and what I just said as well, with my experience, I should not let that happen, but I let it happen, and I need to take the blame for that by letting that happen. But yeah, everyone makes mistakes in life, but still a 2-pointer is not too bad.
How frustrating is it knowing that the game is there? I mean, we saw you average 107 against Rob Cross not long ago, but it's just not coming out as often as you would like.
Of course that's annoying, but that's unfortunately that's darts, and we all know where I come from. I come from far, but there's light in the end of the tunnel. That's really important. But I want to run that quicker than my head wants, and I need to be patient a little bit more.
Could that game against Gary Anderson come at the perfect time for both of you tomorrow night to try and spark into life again?
Would be nice. Me and Gary, we know what we're fighting for. We're both great. He's a phenomenal player to play against, and I had so many great battles against him. I'm looking forward to playing him.
All right, thanks, Michael. All the best for the rest of the
Cheers.
Michael, when a player is struggling like Glen has and it's so visible on stage, is it about not showing any sympathy and not feeling any sympathy towards them?
Sorry?
When a player is visibly struggling as much as Glen, is it about not showing any sympathy towards them?
I have a lot of sympathy for him. I don't know where that comes from. Do you talk about me towards him?
Just in terms of the game and how you play on stage.
Yeah, of course. I should have done better, but when people are not playing the best game against you, you're going to struggle yourself as well, especially when you think about it. And you shouldn't put yourself in that position, but unfortunately, that's the way how it is. And I feel sorry for the bloke, but what can I do about it? I need to make sure I worry about my own game and make sure I win my points, and that's the only thing why I can concern about.
Over the last couple of weeks, the UK has obviously been sort of gradually coming out of lockdown. Do you hope that there would be fans towards the end of the Premier League?
Would be great. Feels like a dream again because we played so long without a crowd. I can't wait to play in front of thousands and thousands of people again, but that's going to probably take a little bit longer. But yeah, we need to hope.